What's Going On podcast.
Yo, this is Ninja,
And this is XP Early Bird,
and this is
the What's Going On podcast.
What's Going On. And how you doing today, Mr. Early Bird?
I'm doing good. Today was my off day.
Nice.
Just kind of relaxed. No, it was a lazy day. Man, I really do nothing. Just slept all day. Watched Justice League on Netflix.
Okay.
And then when it got time to pod, I started, researching a little bit
Okay.
on some of the topics that we're going to be discussing. So
Okay.
that was my day. I'm doing good. How you
Okay.
doing, my brother?
I am good, my bro. I worked today a little bit. I did get some good news, so I guess it's like a promotion. They're moving me to a different department that they need me at, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, man, congratulations.
It pays more, which is cool.
Good.
And I have room to grow and get more money, so not bad at all. It's actually starting to kind of work out over here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of cool. But other than that, man,
Congratulations, my brother.
well, thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, other than that, man, I just been just working, kids, family, stuff like that. Nothing crazy to report, man. Just regular kind of week. You know what I'm saying? It was hot as fuck. Did a lot of pool stuff. But other than that, man, yeah, just been chilling, man. Just been chilling. Just trying to stay out of out of the just the world's drama. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Trying to
But
protect your
other than
peace.
that, yeah, pretty much, man. It just feels like everywhere you go or anywhere you go, there's always like something weird going on. You know, like it's just like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I guess we could get into this first segment. What's going on now, my brother? Can you let us know what's going on now?
What's going on now is Caitlin Clark, man.
Caitlin Clark, yes, WNBA
Caitlin,
stuff.
for those who don't know, she's a WNBA player. She's actually pretty good. She broke the record in college for the most points ever scored. So
Okay.
she's actually pretty good, and she's a really big deal. Ever since she's hit the scene, she was a big deal in college, and then ever since she hit the scene in WNBA, the WNBA has become very popular. Ticket sales going up, viewership is going up. So she's a very, very big deal. But I must say, I think they are moving the goalposts for Caitlin Clark.
For her. Okay.
For Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
Reason being because she's getting roughed up on the court, and people are saying that it's not. They're saying they're treating her in that way because of jealousy and all of those things. But I see it as basketball, man. It's just it's competitive. Like we watch Malice in the Palace, man. We watch Shaq and Charles Barkley go at it, man. You know, we see so many NBA players, so many like it gets chippy. Like it's sports competitive. So I don't think that she's going through anything that nobody else has gone through.
Yeah. And then she's a rookie also, right?
Yeah, she's a rookie. She's a rookie in the WNBA.
So I mean, it's kind of like paying your dues.
Exactly. I feel that's exactly what it is. I don't think it's malicious at all. I don't think it's hate. I don't think nobody's targeting her. I just think it is what it, man. It comes with the territory. That's what I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be quite honest with you on this one. I haven't watched basketballs. WNBA I never watched. I'm gonna just put that out there. I just didn't care for it. Not saying it's bad or it's anything. It just wasn't. I didn't care. When I was watching basketball, there was no fucking WNBA. I watched basketball during the golden era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the real, like what most people will say real basketball. This is before LeBron was crying on the court if you tapped him on the shoulder, kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like That's when I watch basketball. But to say that, you know, people were getting roughed up back then. Oh yeah, man. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Jesus Christ, Dennis Rodman, bro. Like
he, he kicked the
he was,
cameraman.
bro. He was that guy, bro. I mean, he was Kung Fu Rodman. He was kicking people and bro, this was the era where, like, for a foul to be a foul, like, you had to get kicked in the stomach and thrown across the courtyard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the era of basketball I was into. So like a foul had, like, me and my boy, we used to watch it. We would be screaming in the living room like that was a foul, and you know what was it was legit, and they wouldn't even call it. And this is like if somebody like pushed or kicked somebody, that was the only time they were calling fouls. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like where it looked like it was a WWE match at that point. That was a foul.
I
Um,
remember watching some of those games.
yeah, it was more like a rugby match back then. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People were elbowing people like bro. I've seen Jordan do wild shit out there. You know what I'm saying? And but to say that and this is just touching on the subject of being picked on. I don't think they're picking on her. I think they're just like kind of just doing the rookie thing, like, intimidation, shit talking. I mean, it's sports. Like, what's sports without shit talking and doing, I don't want to say inappropriate shit, but doing something that kind of just takes you out your game. Because if
Yeah.
you could shit talk somebody into losing, you're good.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how. I just don't understand it. I mean, did she do anything to like hit her, punch her? I mean, none of that, right? It was just like some weird shrub, I think it was, or something like that.
Uh, I
Like
think it's
kind of
like
some kind of
she
chest
bumped her.
bumped her, like
Oh,
old hood shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't know, but listen, it's basketball. If we're gonna sit here and make excuses for the girl, we're, we're already heading in the wrong direction. But not for nothing. Let's keep it real. This got people talking about WNBA because look, I don't even watch the shit. I, I tell you the truth, bro. I didn't even know WNBA was still popping like that. But look, we're sitting here talking about the shit. So I mean, if the girl's really good, then that's fine. But let her pay her dues. I
Yeah.
mean, to be quite honest, is any of her teammates like taking up for her and shit? Like,
No,
I
there's
remember if somebody pushed Scotty, Jordan was right there, or Rodman was right there. If somebody pushed Penny, like somebody was there to, make sure this shit didn't happen. Like what, like how you got one girl like going to tell and complain about another player? Like, bro, who cares, bro? Suck that shit up and win the next
that's
game and talk shit.
now that's concerning for me because like your teammates should have your back, bro. But when these things are happening, like her teammates are not there, and that's
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody's.
yeah, that's
That's what I'm saying.
concerning.
Nobody's backing her, bro. That's what I'm getting at. Like, if you, all right. So, for instance, if she's getting bullied on the court, let's just say it's bullying. Let's just put it out there. Let's say somebody has a thing that, oh, I want to take this rookie out. I want to make sure I make her look as dumb as can be.
Hmm.
None of her other teammates are helping her out in that, like guarding her or doing any of that. It's just, I don't know. It just feels like the girl probably doesn't know how to handle competition. Like in college, it's probably different. They probably like, they play just to play, but like now you're hitting the big leagues where people talk shit. And I mean, it's basketball. I mean, I don't even know how to. If the girl's not kicking her back out, like I don't see what's the problem. I don't get it. Like I played basketball for Maddie years in the streets, and bro, if you weren't talking shit, you couldn't play. Like, bro, I mean, you wasted most of your time talking shit than playing. Like that's the game, bro. And I mean, we didn't have refs and shit, but I mean, that's the game. Like, what's
Yeah.
what's 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 a game without talking shit, bro? Like, Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
It's competitive. It's competitive sports. Like, what are we doing? And most of these girls are fucking big, bro. Like, a lot of these girls are fucking tall, and some of them probably smaller than others, obviously. But I mean, you can't hold your own. I don't know. I just hate the fact that the media is trying to spin this into some race shit, saying that the black
yeah.
girl's picking on the white girl kind of shit. Come on, that's not the case, bro. Like, let's not do that.
I think it's good TV. So they have to do those things, say those things for
Yeah,
good TV, for good ratings. But
right.
I don't think that's what it is.
But let's keep it real. I mean, all right, WNBA is probably fun for a lot of people, but if, like I said, if something interesting doesn't happen, nobody's watching. But now people are going to be watching if they're out there like, oh, they got rivals. They don't, they probably don't even have rivals like Chicago and the Knicks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
they were rivals. You knew when they were gonna play, something was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You knew when Charles Barkley was battling Jordan, you knew something was gonna happen because they have like real basketball beef.
right,
Like
right.
WNBA don't have any of that. It's just girls playing basketball. So it's kind of like nobody really cares. I don't, like it's just one of those things. Like, look, we're talking about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
boom. Like that's for me to be talking about that shit. It hit me, and I don't even care for WNBA. And I'm sitting here talking. So
Yeah,
whatever's happening is cool for the business. They should just go with it. But like, yo, go out there and shut that girl up. Play your best game, and that's it. And then talk shit when you beat her or get more points than her. Then you got something to say. You could talk your shit. And then that girl will go run back in her hole. That's it.
exactly,
You want to shut people up? Then do your best. Do your best at whatever you're doing and win. That's
exactly.
it. If not, take that shit on the chin and try again next year. But as for like being picked on and we need to do this and the other girl is picking on her, nah, I don't even think it's that, bro. Like, come on, cut it out, bro. Every and this and not for nothing, this is all true. This is also a cultural thing. Like, if you from the hood or you of color, you talk shit, bro. Like, you talk shit at barbecues. Like, and there's not even a sport going on, but you could be, bro, you could be drinking and you be like, yo, I'm gonna drink this better than you. Like, bro, shit talking is just part of life, bro. If you can't deal with it, bro, then that's it. You just, it's not for you. And I think that's what's going on here. I think the white girl just doesn't know how to. She's not into that. You know what I'm saying? She probably just
Yeah.
was the straight shooter, literally. Like, she'll go to her thing and she just got good at basketball, and that was it. She's good at basketball. She don't know nothing about the culture, but she's good at basketball. So she's playing basketball. Now the other girls, she's cultured. She's a black girl. They talk shit, probably where she comes from. They play basketball in the garage and they talk shit, and that's it. And she brought that with her. It's just a cultural thing. The white girl probably don't know how to talk shit. The black girl knows how to talk shit. That's it. That's what.
Well,
It's just a game.
she's I feel like she's Caitlin Clark is competitive. I wouldn't say that she's not that she don't know how to talk trash because her thing is she does the Tony Yayo. Like she called it the
Hmm.
John Cena, but everybody know John Cena got it from
Yeah,
Tony
well,
Yayo.
yeah, totally. John Cena stole it, little culture vulture
Yeah.
ass. Uh,
So
that's what
whatever.
happens. You
So
please.
Caitlin Clark is known to shoot the 3-point shot just like Steph Curry.
Uh
So
huh.
whenever she does it and she makes it, she does the no, you can't
And
shoot
she
the free
probably,
throw.
and she probably, and like all right, and that goes back to what I just said. She's not cultured, bro.
Yeah.
She thought John Cena made that shit up. So obviously she never listened to a G Unit album or watched the video. So you
Shout out Tony Yayo, man.
shout out Tony Yayo, bro, because mad people stealing my boy's stuff and nobody ever says I'm doing the Tony Yayo. Is it John Cena? Fuck John Cena, bro. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm saying. People are just not cultured. So she thinks she's doing John Cena's thing, not knowing she's doing the Tony Yayo thing, and the other girl's doing it back to her. Like,
Mhm.
Come on, dude. It's like I said, nobody is properly cultured in this atmosphere. So there you go. It's kind of like the Drake thing. It's exactly like the Drake thing. Drake thought he was the craziest, hottest rapper in the world until he got cultured shocked by Kendrick, and now he's out here singing parody songs, and I don't know what's going on with Drake. This motherfucker just. But I know it's a little off topic, but yeah, bro, like I said, it's basketball. If the girl can't deal with it, then go play overseas where they just play basketball and then they just go home. That's it.
Agreed. I
But
agree.
I'm that. That's where I'm at with that. I don't think the other. What's the other girl's name?
Okay, well there's actually two. Now the girl that actually bumped her is I forget her name, but
That was a tall black girl, right?
I believe you're talking about Angel Reese. Angel Reese is the one
Angel
that
Reese. Okay,
did
that
that
does
back.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I bet she knows where that shit really came from.
Yeah, she knows.
Exactly. So she's just, bro. I don't even like. Listen, I don't even care. She's just showing that white girl and humbling her ass. That's it. It's like it. It's like everything else, man. It's not cool until somebody steals it and makes it cool. You know what I mean? So now you're gonna have young white girls doing this when they're playing basketball, thinking, you know, she came up with it and John Cena did. You know, like it's just I don't know. It's just one of those things, man. Like people might say it's stupid, but a lot of our stuff gets lost when
And
somebody else steals it. You know what I mean?
it's not stupid because I understand exactly what you're saying. And I hate it because
Okay.
so many of like our culture is very creative. Like
Very
we
creative.
create, and
Listen,
then
go ahead. I'm gonna let you
people
finish.
see it, and then people see it, they take it, and then they appropriate it and make money off of it, while we
Right.
continue to suffer. And
Right.
that's a really big problem.
Right. So like I said, they take our shit, they remix it, they make it theirs, they make money off of it, and then it's like, oh, fuck these guys. Like, let's keep it real. Black folks, they make everything fucking cool. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We made rapping on garbage cans and milk crates cool. They called it a fab, and nobody cares about it. It'll never be nothing. And look, now you can't. There's not enough white rappers in the world. You know what I'm saying? You could go anywhere across the world, and somebody will rap.
Hmm.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Japan, Canada, like all of them have taken that and made it theirs now. And the part that I understand, like Lord Jamal and all these other real old school hip hop artists, when they say you're a visitor in our culture, which is absolutely true. I think they are visitors. They're outside, and we let you in. And at any moment when you taint it, we let you go. But we're the only culture that lets that happen, where we let fuckboys into our culture, steal it, ruin it, make money off of it, and then leave it when they're done with it, and then go back into pop music or country music or rock. Let's keep it real. Punk rock is like the step brother of rap music. I mean,
Yeah.
it's rap on rock. I mean, come on, dude. But like I said, it's just one of those things. Like, you know, the color people make shit cool, and everybody grabs it. Look, Jordan, when he was playing basketball, what was it? It was Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and somebody else. They were getting sneaker deals from Converse, right?
Hmm.
He wanted to go with Adidas. He didn't want Nike. Mind you, all these companies are owned by white folks, right?
Hmm.
They needed somebody to make this shit pop, bro. Let's keep it real. Sneakers wouldn't be the cultural phenomenon it is if it wasn't for black folks, for Michael Jordan, for Magic Johnson that started.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's keep it real. How many white folks you gonna run out there and just go buy some sneakers that has their name on it? I mean, besides the Gucci's and all that shit. But I'm saying like basketball wise, they did. But the problem is that they're all owned by white folks anyways. So
Mm.
Nike's owned by white folks, but they needed somebody black to make it cool. Jordan, Adidas is doing the same thing. Like it doesn't matter. Run DMC made Adidas cool. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. There were big companies at one point, but one where they went into the like outer space
Hmm.
was black folks, bro. They
Like
put
Sprite.
bro, they put these companies on top. Let's keep it real.
Yeah,
Adidas, Run DMC, Jordans, Nike. I mean Nike, Jordan. And then we could keep going
no,
down the list with Nikes. I mean, everybody they signed was black, bro.
because I remember when Sprite first came out, they was calling it a hip hop drink.
Right? Okay. And what and who and what kind of commercials you saw Sprite? It was always Blackstreet,
Yep,
Run
Street
DMC.
Dude.
Right. I think Run DMC did a run one time. I think Dr. Dre did one time. Um, you know, and Sprite became like the hip hop drink.
Mm.
Pepsi was more pop. Coca-Cola was more like, whatever. But you get me, right? You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
it, it doesn't matter what company you want to go down that rabbit hole. Black folks made that company go. Look at Gucci, bro. You can't. When you say Gucci, you think rapping, you think rappers, you just see it. You like you
yeah.
think Floyd Mayweather, you think whoever. You don't like it's just I don't know, man. It's sad, but it also shows you that just as a culture we are that important that we can make something just so much more iller by us just touching on it and
Yeah.
and and boom it's there.
Let me throw
But
one more in there.
right, go
Vans,
ahead.
Lil Wayne, and Vans.
Exactly, bro. I ain't listen. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you.
Vans been
I
around
know what,
since before I was a kid.
bro. Yeah, I ain't know what Vans
Yeah.
were until I probably saw Lil Wayne rocking Vans, or I'm even take it back a little bit. Tony Hawk, because I was into like BMX at the time. I remember seeing Vans and Element
Because
and
they
what
were
was it?
skateboard shoes.
Right, because they were skateboard shoes. So I kind of
Skateboard shoes.
I kind of knew what they were, but I wasn't into that fashion. I was still street. I still like my Uptowns, my J's. But when I started seeing Wayne like do that, I was like, yo, I'm gonna try a pair of Vans, and I bought a pair of Vans. You know what I mean? So I bought.
Everybody started wearing Vans. Yeah.
Everybody wears Vans, bro. I bought all the kids Vans. We have Vans. I mean, I bought Jessie. She got like 4 or 5 pairs of Vans. I think like maybe 3 or 4 or 5. But that's what I'm saying, bro. We throw splash on anything and make it
Yeah.
dope, and we're still not invited to these big companies. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's the sad part is that all these big companies are run by white folks, and none of them are run by blacks. They might be in there, but that they don't belong to them. So just like they come into our culture, we let them in. They kind of just keep us in the forefront. They don't let us into the building though. We could design and we can rock and we can spread and we can say this brand is the illest. I rock this, blah 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 blah. But they don't let us into the top floor. And that's the shit that we got to change, man. And I think that's what Kanye was trying to explain when the whole Jewish shit popped off. I don't think he was trying to say Jewish people. I think what he was trying to say is the people who own those companies are all Jewish. So I think he was just aiming at that. But then, like always, they just put everybody into one basket, and then that's when he gets ridiculed for it. But I kind of understood what he was saying, bro. But I think it went over a lot of people's heads because, like I said, we're not in those buildings. We don't know what's going on, bro. Kanye's Kanye and all these guys are billionaires, bro. We don't understand that kind of work. But
Yeah, but speaking of Kanye, Kanye found himself in a bit of a pickle.
yes, sir, he did. So let's talk about Mr. Ye. So
Okay.
what happened? Go ahead, go on that for a little bit. I kind of
He's being sued for sexual misconduct. His former assistant is suing Kanye for sexual harassment, and she has a text message that he sent, and the text message is
I read the text message.
it's wild. Like, okay, I don't want to make this funny. I don't want to laugh at it because it's not
But it's
like sexual
Kanye funny,
misconduct.
bro.
It's not funny. But
No,
bro, that text message was wow,
bro.
bro.
It almost felt like he was that comfortable talking to her about like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my god, that was
but
crazy, bro.
the crazy thing is, all right. So I don't want to go over the whole. I mean, I don't want to read the whole text message shit. I think it's kind of weird. But he did
Yeah.
mention, and I'm just gonna say one thing that killed me is that he did mention something about his penis being racist, and he's going to beat it while he watches porn. I was like, bro, that's some. It's funny, but weird at the same way. It's almost like something you would tell, like, just fucking around, like a joke, like to one of your friends, like, yo, I'm about to go. I'm like, I think my dick's racist. I'm gonna go beat the shit out of him right now. Like, it sounds like that to me,
bro. And it's like I heard it. I always I don't just listen to something and believe it. It's like I take into consideration who's being blamed, that their
right?
personality, the type of things that they say. I got to be completely honest with you, bro. That sounds like something Kanye would say.
Bro, listen. Has anybody listened to my Dark Twisted Fantasy album?
Oh my
He said
goodness, man.
some wild shit on that album, bro. Like, he admitted to being like addicted to porn. Like, he said it himself. He's like, bro, I wish I wasn't, but I'm addicted to porn. Like, he's even starting his own porn website. Like,
That's
so
crazy.
he all right. And then all right, this is another thing too. Like, I'm kind of start understanding what's going on in 24 is that a lot of people are coming forward with sexual allegations, right?
Yeah.
But they're all the way out of the what do you call it? Where you can't press charges
Statute of
anymore.
limitations.
Right, statute,
Statute of
right? So
limitations.
it's out of the statute, but they can still sue civil. So it's
Yeah.
almost like, yo, I don't I don't want to put him in jail, but hey, I'm gonna try to get some money now. And I'm not saying that's the case with Diddy. That's totally different. Yeah, Cassie got whooped in that video. We saw that. I'm not trying to say that was the case, but what I'm trying to say is that I think lawyers are out here trying to fish people out of the dark. But like, yo, did you get harassed by any of these famous motherfuckers? Let me know. The statue's up, or we can get you some bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like lawyers are fishing now for people to come out and just come up. Yo, did he send you a wild text? It doesn't even matter. If he mentioned anything about his dick, let me know. I can get him. I can get you some paper. So it's almost like they want people to come forward, and even if you were working for somebody for, let's say, 20 years, and you were literally like, besides his coworker, you were a close friend, and you guys went out somewhere, and I sent her a text saying like, yo, I'm about to go home and beat this chick's ass out. That's a sexual harassment text. If she saves it and then shows up with it 10 years later saying that, oh, I went out with I could have been just a coworker and became a supervisor later, and they'll use that against me. Oh, they can't press charges, but now she's suing me because it was sexual harassment because I text her that shit.
Okay.
Or we could have been dating, and she saves all my texts of me talking crazy, and then
Okay.
and then goes and says, "Yo, this guy was sexually harassing me, and he took me to his house, and we had sex, and I felt unsafe." Like, they could spin that ball now because it's the year of you know putting these guys getting lawsuit money. That's it. I mean, nobody's going to jail. Everybody's just getting paid out.
Well, they're not going to jail because it's not criminal at that point.
Right, exactly, because it's the statue is gone, but they don't give a
But
fuck
okay,
if they go to jail. They just want the bread now at this point.
this is my thing. I feel I feel what's happening is necessary. I feel it's a good thing. Reason being is because I understand some people are out here just trying to get a money grab, and for those people, shame on you. However, for these people being held accountable for such inappropriate acts,
Right.
I think it's necessary because
Mhm.
you shouldn't be subjected to such things because you're trying to chase after your dream. Like you
Right.
want to be a movie star, you want to be uh, a musical artist. You shouldn't be subjected to sexual misconduct. Like
Mm.
that's wrong. And we see this is like I mean it's everywhere. I mean
It's
it's pretty
everywhere,
much
dude. It's everywhere.
it's pretty much standard now. Like you might as well just put it in the contract.
Right.
You gonna
Exactly.
you gonna do some sexual favors for this career,
Mhm.
and I feel like that shouldn't happen. So I feel like people coming out and telling their story or whatever's going on, if it's true, if it's true, then I feel it's necessary, and these people should be held accountable. But for the people who's just trying to get a money grab now, like I say, shame on you because you know a simple "oh, you look good in that dress," that's not sexual harassment. Or you
Bro, but
looking lovely in that.
it'll
Oh, I like
get
your
you
hair.
it'll get you hold up real quick now. Like you don't even want
Like
to hold a door for nobody. I ain't holding no doors for
right,
no girls anymore. Oh, he's a dick. He ain't hold the door for me. No. Because as soon as I hold the
yeah,
door for you, you just automatically think I want to fuck you. Like I'm not doing that. Like it's wild out here, bro. Like
yeah,
everybody wants to get a lawsuit or I don't know, man. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. And
yeah.
then
But go ahead.
Dream also got hit with a.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna
man,
mention that too.
that's
And and
crazy.
the girl said the same thing. Like they all, it's like almost a guideline. Oh, he promised me this. He took me to this. He forced sex on me, and boom, and he did it. Like and also
It's,
there's no criminal charges because the statue is up, but
mhm.
she's suing. So you understand? Like it's a wave, bro. It's a thing now. That's what I'm saying. Like
Now, yes, I will admit it seems to all this stuff seems the same.
right. And I'm
Like
not saying she's
if you took
lying.
if you
It's
took if you took this court case and this court case and this court case, this court case, and you read the transcripts, they will all look the same.
mm,
You wouldn't know that this is Dream. You wouldn't know that this is uh Kanye. You wouldn't know that this is Diddy or whoever. Like you wouldn't
yeah.
know because it does all sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think they all want the same things. So it's like you're in the entertainment business. This person goes to Dream wanting to be a star. This person goes to Kanye wanting to be a star. This person goes to Diddy wanting to be a star. So they're going to bait them with stardom. So
Right. And
it's going to kind of it will it's no it's going to sound the same.
yeah, and it's crazy because the Dream situation, the girl was a model and a singer, I believe. The Kanye situation, the girl was an OnlyFans model, and
Okay.
Kanye wanted her to be like an assistant. I'm like, bro, how you go from an OnlyFans model to Kanye's assistant or some kind of help designer assistant, bro? Like they know what they were doing, and the girl and Kanye knew what he was doing. Kanye was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take this girl OnlyFans, and we gonna do our thing." Dream probably was like, "Yeah, I could, make you
But
a
see,
hit." I
I
mean,
feel
it's always the same. It's always the same story. Girl with a
but the
dream, guy who got a established,
a
whatever.
resource who can help them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem is you're not being honest about what you want. Kanye knew what he wanted from that girl. He know he wanted her
Mhm.
to be no darn assistant. He wanted no sex. So
Yeah, yeah,
why not just say that? I'm pretty sure she would have been down with it. You Kanye.
yeah.
Why not just
Exactly.
say that?
It's
You didn't have
so
to hide it
crazy.
and disguise it.
It's so crazy because like you got literally, up and coming rappers hitting girls from all over the world without no problem. But when you over here and you tell somebody, yeah, I'm gonna give you $1 million a year to work with me, and then you sue them when they fire you over, because I think that's the reason why she got fired. Kanye fired her because she wasn't doing something right. And
Well, I heard she got fired because well, she's suing because he told her that he was going to give her the money, but he never gave her the money.
right, yeah, something like that. Like it was kind of like a departure, like oh yeah, we're gonna let you go, but we're gonna give you this.
Yeah.
So,
Not
but
had he gave it to her, there
it
probably
probably
wouldn't be
wouldn't
no
even right.
yeah, no lawsuit.
Yeah, so
But
I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I think it's just super weird how all of these sexual harassment allegations are just coming. And like I said, I'm not saying they're lying. I don't want to sound like I'm coming off like the girls are liars. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like before you get yourself into that realm, like understand what goes on in these places and these people. If you get a vibe that don't feel right, then don't go. I mean, you can kind of feel it up, like yo, if listen, if you know Kanye's a fucking weirdo or a jerk, then why would you even go there? It's the money grab. So I mean, not excusing it. I'm not
okay.
saying anything like that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like you should expect this idiot to do some weird shit, bro. Like, let's keep it real.
I'm
Everybody
a
famous always uses that shit.
I'm gonna say this, and this be my last thing about this. Um, I don't think that these girls are lying because you got so many females that are coming out claiming these sexual uh misconduct situations, right? And it's like,
Right.
man, it can't be because man, they're just trying to get money because this happening, and it all sounds the same. And because it all sounds the same, it sounds like, man, it's just a money grab, right? Okay, this is my reason for not believing. Well, this is my reason for believing the women. I could be wrong, but this is my reason for believing the women. Have you ever watched Narcos?
No. I think
You
I
never
watched
watched
maybe
Narcos.
like
Okay.
I attempted to, but I didn't watch much of it.
Now, when it came to celebrities and celebrities dying, every time a celebrity die, it would always be drug related. And I'm like, man,
Right.
it can't be drug related, bro. Like it's something going on. Everybody
Hmm.
died from drugs? No way. Until I watched Narcos. No, man, them drug lords were making so much money. They had more money than the drug lords making so much money. They was in the Forbes list. They had more money
Hmm.
than the Fortune 500s, bro. And they
Yeah, I
were
could
selling
believe
their
that.
product in America. So if you look at that, I was like, bro, America has a drug problem. They were selling this stuff for
Absolutely.
$5 on the street, and you selling your product for $5, and you end up with more money than the Fortune 500 company, or just as much money as the Fortune 500 company. You have a drug problem in America, bro. So once I saw that, I was like, yo, they really are dying by drugs because this is
Mm.
what they're doing. This is what comes with the lifestyle: drugs,
Yeah.
sex, alcohol. So with that lifestyle, sex, it's just a bunch of horny people, and then because they got money and people love them in the door, and they think they can have their way. So
Yeah.
these are the situations that they find themselves in. This is like this is what happens.
Yep.
It's like brushing your teeth in the morning, bro. Like it's going to
Hmm.
happen. So
Yeah, I agree.
that's
I,
that's
these
that's
some
my
some of
logic
these guys
for
are so
why I
rich. They're
believe.
too rich. They're just too rich, bro. They're too rich. They got nothing to do. They wake up, it's drugs, sex, and fucking alcohol. I agree with you.
Yeah,
So, but yeah,
but yep,
Kanye needs to
that was
stop
my
stop telling. Kanye needs to stop telling dick jokes for sure. My dick is racist. I'm gonna go home and beat him, bro.
beat the race with somebody's D. Dog, that's crazy.
No, like this is nuts, bro. All right,
Oh my goodness.
we're gonna talk about our favorite boy here, Mr. Donald Trump.
Donald J. Trump, man.
Donald J. Trump. So he got so so he was guilty on all charges, right?
Every single
Bro,
charge, bro.
he's gonna be the first president to run as a convicted felon for president. Do you know that, right?
Yes.
and it's totally legal. You could totally run
Oh
for
yeah.
president.
And what's crazy is I think he might actually win.
I
He
think
still
so
stands a
too.
good chance of winning.
Oh yeah, I believe so too. But I don't. See. All right. So I know they're just trying to. I think whatever they're trying to do is not working. If you ask me, they're trying to tarnish him, and I think it's just making him more popular. Like they're trying to put
What
him
that
in
nigga do
jail.
to him?
Yo, it's like it's like they try to put him in jail. That didn't work. It made him more popular because now he's a G. He's a felon. So now people from the streets are gonna be like, "Yo, I could be the president too, bro. Like I'm a felon." You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's nuts. Like no matter what they try to get black people against them, and it didn't work. You know, now I see more black folks want to vote for him because of the shit he says. Like Joe Biden
Uh,
he sound like a whole idiot sometimes when he's on TV.
bro, he got 34. I'm looking at his the transcript.
Yeah, it was like 30 something
34, 34
counts.
counts. And he got
Excuse me.
found guilty on every single one of those.
And apparently
Every
the
single one of
judge didn't like him. The jury
the
was all
first one.
against him.
Well, listen. If I do, if you're guilty, then you're guilty, and
Right.
you should be punished and held accountable.
Right.
I
But
mean, you, I think it's dangerous to. Donald Trump is, oh man, I don't know the word for it, an anomaly. Like
mhm.
okay, he 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 can't do anything wrong in people's eyes,
Bro,
right?
that's what I was
But
thinking.
he's very dangerous in
Hmm.
that aspect
Yeah.
because anything he says or does is like people is just they just love and adore it.
Mm.
But what people are not paying attention to is this man is trying to affect your way of life that we've been living for so long.
Mhm.
Because no matter how much you may like Trump getting in office and then changing the rules to where he can stay in office for as long as he would like, that's going
Mhm.
to affect your way of living. And and to the people who love Trump, they may love it while he's in office, but there's going to come a time where he's not in office. And now somebody else is in office that you do not like, and you have to live under their rule, who
For
you do not
longer.
like, for
Yeah.
a long time. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I
So
got you.
that's not a good idea, bro. So
Yeah.
I don't I don't want to tell nobody how they should vote, but I think if we let Trump get back in office, it would be not such a great idea.
Yeah, but it's like, who do you vote for? You got, these two. I mean, there's other candidates, but like they're not as popular, so they're gonna get dropped. It's almost like you gotta, you either talk to the wall, or you talk to the fucking, the rock on the floor. Like, it's I don't know. It's like vote for Joe Biden and he's gonna die anyway. So like, I don't know. Like, it's
I
it,
mean, Trump just is old and gonna die anyway. Like
it
Trump went in his 70s.
is he? I mean, but he looks a lot better than fucking Joe. I mean, at least he can, he understands what's going on. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's scary to say the least because I think in the next decade or so we're moving into this new era of a presidential election where it might not even be a president anymore. It might be just some kind of dictator now. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like eventually things are gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Like it may not be Donald Trump that does it, but I think somebody's going to do it. I think we're gonna have like one president for like 10 years. Um I think it's gonna be in that kind of thing, man. I really think United States is moving in a direction where it's probably gonna get way worse before it gets better. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And
So you mean that like policy wise or financially
I, I,
or
s-
like
I say probably
totality?
I say that probably all of it. I think all of it. I think financially, people are gonna be uh poor. more, just more poor. I don't even know how you can get more poor than poor, but yeah, I think just there's gonna be more. Just it's gonna be harder to survive out here. Is what I'm saying. I think. I
Yeah.
think even nowadays people are, hunting out rich folks because they don't even want you to be rich anymore. You understand? Like they coming up with all these new allegations to take people out, and whenever somebody gets too famous, they got dirt on you, and they're throwing you down they're throwing you down on the tracks, and they're running you over. Like I don't know, man. I think it's gonna get worse, way worse before it gets better for sure. Like it's weird. Like just the rules in different states are. It's almost like it's almost like the whole, like, for instance, like LA and Texas, Florida, all of them run everything so differently. Like I can see like kind of like a weird civil war going on between certain states because they got all these immigrants there and they want to have this weird, like it's just I could see that happening soon, where there'll be some states that don't even fuck with each other anymore. And then like what do? I mean, you see what Texas did. They put up walls and the government took it down, and they put them back up, and the government took them back, and so they were battling with their own government. It's wild. And why are they doing it? To try to protect their own people from other people coming into their country. So it's almost like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't want to even come help us with this problem, we put up our own walls, and then they make them take them. Like it's nuts. Florida sends troopers out there all the time to help. It's yeah, I don't know, man. If Donald Trump were to get into office, I think he would try his best to fix things just to show his power. But that could also, that flex could be looked at in the wrong way and create more chaos than helping, if that makes sense. But I mean, anything at this point is better than what we have now, because what we have now is an influx of migrants coming in with no paperwork, no IDs, no vaccinations, no nothing, and we're losing all types of shit. I mean, New York
Well,
looks like LA looks terrible.
if okay, I will admit is this is crazy because if you go Joe Biden, right? If you vote Joe Biden, then our way of life is it stays the same at least for the next 4 years. Um, and the American life as we know it stays the same.
Mm,
However, they're putting foreign policies in foreign countries and the life of foreign people before the American people, which is making things very difficult for us. So it's like you funding the war in Israel, you're funding the war in what's the war between what Russia and
oh
what's the
yeah.
other
Look, it's been so
God,
long we don't even remember.
yeah.
Or Kiev and
But yeah,
yeah.
man, but anyway, they're sending all that money over there. Now, when Trump was in office, Trump really didn't send money out of the US. Like everything was
Mm.
kind of, he just kept it. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there was some. Dude, there was Russia. He had
Yeah,
Russia
yeah,
back,
yeah.
but
Crazy.
this
But I
guy.
mean, does it seem crazy? Does it seem crazy now? I mean, think about it. If he was, I don't know, man. Listen, what was it? Wherever they bombing, Kiev. Where's Kiev? God damn it! How do I forget this shit? God, it was on the news for like a million fucking times. But
Talking about Russia?
yeah. I mean, there was no drama. Like everything was just in place. Like I don't know, man. They had a lot of shit in place, bro. And now we're sending. Listen, America, like we're in $1 trillion in debt, bro. And it's like
Ukraine. That's what
it's
it was.
Ukraine. Yeah, there you go. So like we're fighting all these wars for these people, but sending out money and like, bro, like, and like, what about the
And
rest
we're
of us, bro?
suffering.
Like, we got poor folks in LA that can't even get a meal. We got
And
bums out here. Like,
how are we supposed to recoup that money?
fuck, I know. I guess when they win or lose, they pay us back, but we're paying for that shit. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Just this whole like we print out money that we can't afford. Like it's like how we're $1 trillion in debt, and they're telling me I can't get a car because my credit score is too bad. Like the fuck out, fuck you. Like it's just crazy, bro. Like how like I don't like this shit's just wild to me, dude. This whole I don't know, man. Just I don't know. It's just stupid. But I'm off that shit. So yeah, Trump felon 2024. Vote for your boy. I'm pretty sure he's gonna win
Yeah.
too. So just putting it out there.
Think Trump gonna win?
Oh yeah, dude. It just, bro. Every time I fucking watch somebody on YouTube ask about president, it doesn't matter what color you are. Nobody's voting for Sleepy Joe, bro. Nobody. I think at this point, American people are just willing to take. Remember what you were just saying that either we stay the same or
Mhm.
we do something different. I think the American people are willing to take that chance on something different. Like I really
I'm not.
do.
I'm not. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't. Well, I think we're willing to take a chance on something different. I don't know if we're willing to take a chance on a dictatorship or
No,
somebody
no,
just
no, no.
telling us what we can
I'm
do.
not saying dictatorship. I mean, obviously, if that were to happen, that'd be years in the making. But I'm just saying they're willing to try something different. And I'm not saying a dictatorship. I'm just saying that
Mhm.
they don't want Sleepy Joe. That's for sure.
But
So
your only other option is Donald Trump, and he's talking a dictatorship.
yeah, but somebody they try something different. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna change, bro. Something's gonna listen. History repeats itself, bro. You see what happened to the
It
Romans.
does.
You see what happened to all these
Great civilizations.
civilizations.
Yeah.
They all at one point were the greatest.
Well,
At one point, they were the greatest civilizations, and then they
I
weren't.
I agree. I agree with you 100% because I feel like the system of government doesn't work.
It
It
doesn't.
doesn't work. Like
They really
throughout,
don't.
I mean, every one of these civilizations they had government or rulers
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, and it just don't work. They always crumble. It's too
Don't.
much greed and
Mm-hmm.
treachery,
Bro,
so
it doesn't.
they fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, man, bro. I really don't see how we're gonna fix our financial situation, bro.
Bro,
Like we just keep giving money away, and we
we
in debt
give
like
it
this.
away like they dirty strippers, bro. We just throwing money at everybody. It's you know what's so crazy, and tell me if I'm wrong or correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But
Mhm.
it always seems like it doesn't matter, but we'll always throw money at the white countries. Am I wrong?
No, they're not wrong because you got stuff going on in the Congo that they're not trying to fix.
So like we don't ever be like, yo, let's get involved in let's go throw some money in Africa, see what's going on over there. Let's try to get
Well,
them.
I'll say this. I heard that they tried to, but in order for them to give aid to the Africans, Africans to they wanted Africans to allow homosexuality, and the Africans was like, no.
They were like, hell no, we'll stay
They're
500.
like, no, keep your money.
Don't bring that shit over here. Bro, imagine that. That's the one thing that's keeping your country from succeeding is to let somebody put a dick in your ass. I, I tell them no too. Keep your dirty ass money. I don't know. Look at all the dumb shit that's going on now, bro. Like you got hope, and I'm
Man.
not like I said. I don't care if what you do on your time is what you do, but let's keep it real, bro. In 10 years, is there even going to be a WNBA?
I don't know.
Good question. Because transgenders are like they're up there trying to lobby for playing in the WNBA and in the NBA, and they're already listen. A guy already made it into what was it UFC and beat up the girls. So why not why not do it in the WNBA?
Oh God. And
Soon,
then they did it in the Olympics, correct? happened at the
Right.
Olympics.
Yeah. So what is it to stop them from going into the WNBA and dominating that? And I'm just saying, what's the point of a
Yo,
WNBA if you can go and just say, "Yo, I'm a girl now. Let me get that basketball kid. I'm gonna show you motherfuckers was really good."
yo, that transgender beat the
They,
brakes off of people,
listen,
bro.
they're gonna be playing in the WNBA, and there's gonna be 3 balls on that court, bro.
Oh man.
That's all I'm saying, bro. What if it gets to that point? What do we do? Like, do we not allow them? Because like I understand why Africa said no. Like, there you go.
It's because it does get too confusing, bro. Like what? Okay, what's the point of NBA, WNBA if men could just go over to the WNBA and under the transgender as a transgender?
I don't know. Exactly my point, bro. You might as well just let the girls play with the guys and the guys play with the girls and see what happens. But how's that gonna work? Like you gotta
All
you
Star.
gotta you
They
gotta
can
you
they
gotta
can
play more
experiment with it
girly.
on All Star Weekend.
Oh god, dude, you gotta be more girly than the guys. Like you gotta like it's just. I'm just saying, bro. Give it a couple more years, and you're gonna see the first transgender basketball player in the WNBA, and let's see how that. And then you let me know how that works out, bro. That's just gonna be crazy. But enough of that.
Yeah.
Let's we got entertainment news. We got a little bit entertainment news going on.
Yes, sir.
So
We have Eminem drops a new song and video.
yeah. What you think about the
Uh,
video? What was the name of the song?
I'm not gonna.
Houdini. Houdini.
Who,
I
yeah,
think. Yeah.
name of
Yeah.
the song is Houdini.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love the video. The video is dope.
It's a
It's funny.
throwback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's dope video. The song,
Yeah.
mm, I don't, I'm not. It's not a bad song. It's not. It won't make the playlist.
Yeah. And I'm gonna piggyback off that because I think the reason why it sounds that way is because I could be wrong, but I think Eminem is doing like this rollout where it's like he's giving homage to himself, kind of, but killing off his old self. So I think that's where
Yeah.
this is going. It's kind of like Eminem versus Slim Shady. So like
Well,
2099 Eminem versus
if
2024 Eminem.
if you look at the video, he fused together. So
Yeah.
what I'm thinking I think what he's trying to say is Slim Shady is back, but more experienced
Mm,
and up to date.
okay. I can see that. I don't know.
So
I thought he was going with the whole because I've been watching his Instagram and it was like the death of Slim Shady. So I don't know where he's going with this. It's so like magic
let me tell you.
trickery.
So man, let me see. Let's see. Maybe this will help you. It's like Piccolo fusing with Kami.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's still Piccolo,
Mm,
but he went back to go get his other half to become more powerful.
okay. I mean, like I said, Eminem is a clever guy. He likes to do these like comic book,
Mhm.
things. And I know with his last 2 albums, they were like murdery kind of vibes, and then the other one was like, Beastie Boys, vibe. And I think on this one, he's kind of just merging his 2000 version and then now version. I think he's just trying to. I don't know, man. If the album comes out soon, which I'm thinking is gonna any day now, I
Mhm.
think it's gonna just have the like a I don't want to say dark, but I think it's gonna have like a I don't think it's gonna be the rappy Eminem that we've been getting for the last couple years. I think it's gonna be the more goofy, kind of like poppy, maybe Eminem from like 2000 and maybe like 2014. I could be
So
wrong. He could have some
I
bangers
think
on there.
maybe he reached a point to where he's like, you know what, I'm gonna make the music that I want to make, and I'm gonna
Right?
have
Yeah.
fun with this.
Because it doesn't matter what Eminem
So
does, people are gonna hate him for doing it. He could be the lyrical, biblical rapper, people are gonna be mad and say he's too lyrical. He's using too many words they don't understand. He could be the poppy Eminem from 2000 where he did pop music, kind of like rap pop music, and they're gonna say, "Oh, he's too pop," and then he can go do that fine line where he does rap, like when he was doing on Slaughterhouse type of vibe, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, he's only like it doesn't matter what he does. He's gonna get that ridicule because he's Eminem." So I think at this point he could just do what he wants, and that's it. He wants to do an album where he just sits there and he reads the alphabets to the motherfuckers. Then that's what he's gonna do. I think at this point, like Eminem is just doing art. I don't think he's just doing
Yeah,
music. He's
yeah.
doing this whole Houdini
He's
magic
just
trick shit.
whatever he feels, he's gonna do it, and whatever people
Right.
got to say about it is just
He don't
whatever.
care. It is what it is. I think he's gonna have a lot of maybe new artists on this that he's trying to promote, like Easy Mill, and I think that's what he might do. He might use this as a platform to push other artists out, or maybe do features with young artists and get his name out. I don't know. I mean, it's Eminem. At this point, who cares? At one point, everybody wanted an Eminem verse, whether it was Crybaby Game, because Game is always talking shit about Eminem for some reason now, but he got a verse from Eminem. Jay had a verse. Like everybody wanted at one point Eminem on their album because they know he was the goat. So for everybody to start talking shit about him now is almost just it's just stupid. It don't make sense. Like he's Eminem. Like he can put you up there and he can put you down there. But yeah, but all I know is that Eminem is Eminem, and he's gonna do what he wants to do, and he deserves that. He's been in the game long enough to do whatever he wants. But speaking of music, since we're on that low, right before we
Mhm.
we hang this up, my boy Lupe Fiasco got a new song that nobody's talking about, and it's a fire song. It's so chill, like it gives you chill vibes, like you want to just I don't know, you like want to go ride your bike or do something, listen to the song over and over again. It's called Samurai, and I do believe he got an album coming out. He said also this month, which I think is called. I don't know if the whole album's called Samurai, but it's Samurai themed because this motherfucker's in Japan shit. So I think that's why I like him so much. Um, but the song is really good, man. And what bothers me about it is that Lupe, man, listen, Lupe is a phenomenal rapper, bro. Like I put him up there with Dare to Say It. I put him up there with Eminem, with Jay, with Nas, with all these greats because he's that good for me. I love all Lupe's albums. There was some that are a little bit less popular, but I think because he had a lot of label issues is what held him back from being what I maybe would have thought would have been a greater him. But I think he's
Mhm.
still great. But he had a lot of problems with his label that kind of just stalled him out. But man, Lupe he's super smart. He's ill. And I think we don't give him the credit he deserves. So I just want to say Lupe's new song, Samurai, dope song. The beat is fire. It's kind of boom bapped, and it feels like a kick push kind of song.
Let me. I'm a. Before I forget, man, I'm gonna pull his video up.
Yeah, yeah, pull it up. Don't play it on here because it will get flagged.
Nah,
But
nah, I'm not gonna play it. Yeah.
but yeah, it's a dope song, bro. Listen to that shit. And when his album comes out, I'll let you know. But I know it's gonna be good, bro. Because I like Food and Liquor 1 and 2. I like Loser, Laser. I like even his underground stuff was good. So yeah, man. If you're a Lupe fan, Lupe Fiasco's new song Samurai is really dope. I think you'll like it. If you're a hip hop head, I think you'll like it. Give it a listen, bro. It's really good. It's a phenomenal song. It's simple. Like you can hear the growth in his song. It's good. It's a good song. It's a good song. So, but I guess that's
Okay.
it. That's
But
about it.
I do like Lupe, man. Lupe, like the kick push and superstar.
Yeah,
I'm not like a huge fan, but I have heard some of his music. And the kick push for me, that's the one, bro.
yeah. I
Like
mean,
that's his ability to tell a story
hmm
is
it's phenomenal.
is crazy.
It's dope,
Yes,
bro. It's like Nas,
that was super
Slick
dope.
Rick level. Yeah, I love Lupe,
Yeah.
man. I always thought he never got the shine he
Well,
deserved.
and I feel it's because he's somewhat of a to me he's a conscious rapper.
Oh yeah, for sure,
From
dude. All
my
day.
if I listen to his music, it's
He
conscious, it's conscious rap.
he
But
he even
when
says it.
conscious rap don't, it
Yeah.
doesn't,
It doesn't.
they
Yeah, it
don't
doesn't
push it.
register. Yeah, they don't push it.
Yeah,
They don't register. That's what I'm saying. That and
yeah,
that goes back to what we said in a couple other podcasts ago. It's like destruction of the culture is the only thing that sells the culture. Does that make sense?
right.
Like it
Yeah,
is only dope if it's about killing us.
sex, drugs, alcohol,
Right.
killing,
That's the only time
killing. So yeah,
where it's up here. But if it's Lupe, if it's even when Little Wayne kind of just veered away and did his own thing, it was down here. So it's like it
mhm.
doesn't. They don't promote the goodness of rap. Like even Common is a good rapper, and his never blew up as big because he was also
Yeah,
a
yeah,
clean,
conscious.
clean cut. I mean,
Yeah.
they come from the ghetto. They don't want to keep rapping about that. Why you want these guys to keep rapping about shit they don't fuck with anymore? Is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So when they give you grown nigga rap, nobody wants to fuck with it because we're not talking about the guns and drugs no more. Now we're talking about buying properties and take care of these fucking kids. But we don't want to. They don't want to hear that shit. So
Yeah,
I think that's where the culture gets lost at is that we think it has to always be negative, and I don't think it should be like that. I think we should have our old heads and OGs rap about shit. That's why I
yeah.
always appreciate Nas and Jay-Z when they drop songs because they're not big
Mhm.
hits, but they're lyrical gems that can get you somewhere in life.
Yeah,
That's
and
all.
I definitely think we need our old heads to we need our old heads to do more. I know
Mm-hmm.
the older you get, the more you slow down, but with this culture, like we need Jay Z, we need Nas, we need Outkast, we need Ti, we need Jeezy, we need Trick Daddy from because they've been through it and now they're on the other side of it. So we
Yeah.
need Snoop and his experience of when I was young, I was doing this, I was wilding, but now that I'm older, I see that's wrong. You
Right.
really shouldn't be doing that. So we
Mhm.
need the Master P's and all of those guys. We need those old heads to put music out and tell and explain what life is on the other side. We
Right.
definitely need that.
I agree. I think the problem is that we keep saying hip hop is a young man's game.
Yeah.
I think that's a dumb way to say it. I think hip hop it can be if you let it be, but I think hip hop is a well rounded game. I think you should be able to start here and finish over here, kind of like,
Mhm.
and then come back full circle, kind of like what Nas did, because Nas did his grimy shit back in the '90s, and then the 2000s he did that pretty boy shit, the money I got money shit, and then he kind of full circle with life, and now he talks about his properties and how to get out of the hood. Like he's spitting gems, and I don't think kids listen to it because it's not talking about what they know yet.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think that's the problem. I think if it's not a hit, because they're chasing the money, and that's why I think Kendrick got it right when he said, "I am the culture. You're not," because Kendrick understands the mission. He knows that the culture is hip hop. The culture is not selling drugs, shooting anybody, but he understands that comes with living in the hood. So you got to remember, hip hop was a way to express what you're going through. Hip hop wasn't guns and drugs. Hip hop was talking
Right.
about what's going on in your hood. And I think at one point we kind of merged, the two together and it became that. So when you say hip hop, you think drugs, guns, and bitches. Like that wasn't the case in the beginning. It was parties, fun, and talking about your neighborhood or who was the best rapper. So I think
Yeah.
when gangster music came out, you know what I'm saying, they kind of merged them. But even then, NWA was only talking about what they knew at that point. I don't think NWA can make another album right now because everybody's been good for mad long. What are they going to rap about? I mean, how do you sound being 60 years old still talking about slinging drugs if you haven't done that in like 40 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's why Dr. Dre has a hard time making albums now, because he knows he's been rich longer than he's been poor. So it's hard. Like if somebody writes you a dope rhyme and you spit it, but it's not really you, like it just I think that's what happened with Drake. I think that's the problem Drake was having, bro. He was getting rhyme, he was getting music from people who were younger than him, and he was rapping them, but he kind of outgrew some of those raps. If that makes sense, like you're not growing with your music. You're still acting like 18, 17, 27-year-old Drake. Like, nah, bro, you're about to hit 30 something soon. Like think about it. Everybody in his class outgrew him. Cole surpassed him.
Mm-hmm.
Cole's rhymes are like
Mm-hmm.
way more adulty than Drake's rhymes. That's why when I hear them together, they don't even sound like they belong together. Like First Person Shooter, I don't like that song because I feel like Drake is not on Cole's level of rhyming. Like the song don't mix with for Cole because he's not about that life, and it don't rhyme. It don't go good with Drake because he's not about that life either. So I don't know, man. It just I feel like your rhymes have to grow with you, and Drake's rhymes are not growing with him.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think I think it's crucial. I think it's crucial that you show growth in your
yeah,
art,
yeah.
and you have to.
You can't just keep coloring outside the lines. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you got to bring it in, bro. And I think that's
Yeah.
Drake's problem, bro. Because like I said, Drake was good when he was coming up, but I really think he lost himself in the culture and forgot what the culture was about, and realized it's if you really think about it, yeah, he's half black, half white, or half whatever, but the culture it was never him. It was never him.
Mhm.
It was Wayne. It was whatever wave he was on. Wayne, Rick Ross, Young Money, uh, you know, let's currently 21 Savage, Sexy Red. He's always on a wave. He never found his pocket, is what I'm saying. Cole found his
Yeah.
pocket. Kendrick found their pocket.
Because we had this not to cut you off, sorry, but we had this discussion before,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a radio. And I'll be listening to the radio on the job, and whenever one of his songs come on, and whenever Drake is on a song with another artist, he sounds like that artist. I don't know. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to
Oh,
diss him.
it's
I'm just
true.
saying
It's true. I said that
if he's on a
before.
song with Big Sean, he sounds like Big Sean. If he's on
Mm-hmm.
a song with Future, he sounds like Future. If he's on a song with J. Cole, he sounds like J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He has
I
no identity.
definitely, yeah.
He's exactly that, bro. He's the chameleon in rap. He has no
I mean, but
identity.
it
He's
works for him.
it work, and that's what I'm saying. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there's a point where you have to admit, like, yo, I'm I'm not a real rapper. I am a pop star at this point. I am a Michael. There was nothing wrong with Michael Jackson. He was the biggest pop star in the world. He didn't write all his songs. I mean, we all know he didn't write all his songs. Probably
Hmm.
most of them he didn't write. We know that. But do we dismiss him as the king of pop? No, because he sang them fucking great. He danced all over them. That's Drake to me, bro. Tootsie Slide, that's not a rap song. Like what that it's a fucking TikTok song, bro. Like come on, let's keep it
Hmm.
real. What was that other shit? Where they were he's Kiki, do you love me? Come on, that's not a rap song, bro. That's a pop song. That's a TikTok song. The TikTok rapper, bro. Like he just does shit for in the moment kind of ways. Like none of like I don't, bro. You won't catch me dead listening to Kiki in my car, bro. I'm sorry. Like you know how people feel about Eminem. That's how I feel about Drake, bro. You're not gonna catch me listening to a Drake song in my car. I'm not listening to Kiki. I'm not listening to Tootsie Slide. I'm not listening to any of those corny ass songs. Yeah, they're big hits because kids and girls play them all day long to dance to them and TikTok. I'm not playing those songs in my car, dude. I'm not. I'd rather listen to an Eminem album before I listen to a fucking J. Cole Now album. The only album I told you I like from not J Cole, Drake, is his old shit. Like his first two albums were good because Lil Wayne was all over them. Rick Ross, like he had good, like I don't know, the vibes were different when he was coming up, but I don't know. But before we end up, K Dot has a concert in LA. It's called Pop Out with Ken and Friends. Or pop up with Ken. Bro, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Bro, listen. If he plays Not Like Us in LA with a bunch of it says friends, so I don't know who's gonna be there, but let's just say is LA driven and it's Schoolboy Q and all these LA cats, maybe even get Cole in there. Ho ho ho.
Drake. It's on June 19th, right?
Right, yeah, right. And then it's on June 19th. Yeah, exactly. Bro, it's gonna be the blackest black concert ever. I'm just keeping on a beam, bro. It's gonna be like a Martin Luther King march in that bitch when Not Like Us comes on, bro. Like they're gonna have, oh man, I can see it now, bro. It's gonna be nuts, bro. Drake is gonna be in Toronto just punching the air again. Listen, man. Did you hear that What Go On Delilah song parody? I don't know if it's a real song or it's a parody song or a joke song, but Drake is on it. Did you hear it? Bro, it's so trash, bro. And like I said, I don't know if it's a goofy song, but if this is what you're doing after you come out of the toughest rap battle of your life and you make a goofy song called What Go On Delilah, bro, you need to retire.
I heard of it, but I didn't.
Look it up later. What Go On Delilah. That's what it's called because it has like this patois Jamaican, vibe, which would have been a good song if they used like some reggae kind of shit, but it was like I don't know. It's a parody song. It might be a goof. It might be like some Will Al Yankovic kind of shit. But for Canadians, I don't know. All I know is that, like I said, Drake is having an identity and a midlife crisis right now. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He did that BBL Drizzy remix, which is trash from Sexy Red, and then he does this What Go On Delilah, bro. Somebody tell Drake to stop, bro. Tell him to go on vacation like he said he was gonna go on in his raps. Obviously he's lying because he ain't going on vacation yet. But the Drake needs to stop, bro. He just needs to cut the shit out. Like there's a point in your life where you need to just be like, yo, I need to sit back and just chill out. Like don't worry, the rap game ain't going nowhere. If you that ill and you feel you that nice, you can come back anytime and put your coin in the slot and press player 1 and try again. You need to let the number for like Street Fighter 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need to die and start all over again, bro. Like just give it a break, bro. Yeah. Everybody's like, oh well, if he leaves, who's gonna take the one spot? Drake, who cares? Trust me, the record companies are not gonna lose sleep if Drake goes to bed for a little while. Like, let's keep it real. Like, nobody out here is like, yo, like we need Drake. Like, just to even say that just to even think that we need Drake to consider hip hop to stop is fucking blasphemy. Like, you wildin'. Like, you wildin'. Like, let's stop. Well, hip hop is not what Drake is. All right, we don't need 10 different charting pop songs and say he's like we don't need that. Hip hop is hip hop, bro. It's always gonna be fine without Drake, bro. Like it's been fine. Like we don't like. Let's keep it real. We don't need.
Yeah, I mean there's always something. There's always
a what's next.
Yeah, so I mean, if Drake goes away, I mean somebody,
bro. Listen, Drake is gonna just stay in the pop side. That's Drake. That's his bag. He needs to go back over there and just make pop music. Go back and he was talking so much shit about Kendrick Lamar doing shit for Maroon 5. I think you need to make a Maroon 5 song, bro. Like, you need to cut that shit out. You need to go do a country song or do like what Beyonce did and just swap over to another genre or something. Because you right now in the wrong
Yeah.
one. But yeah, that's it. I'm kind of excited to see somebody record this K Dot concert. I want to see what's going on with this shit.
I do believe there'll be plenty of videos, man.
Yeah, for sure. And look, I'm just gonna put this out there for Canada. This is just for Canada, Canadians, whatever. Like, there's hip hop everywhere. I get that, but like, you got to remember, hip hop came from the Bronx, New York City. Like, Canadian people don't have their own hip hop sound. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Drake does not have his. You can't be like, yo, he's that. Like, for instance, you can go to, Puerto Rico and hear reggaeton. It sounds a little different than reggae. You can go to Jamaica, you hear reggae, but it's a little bit dance halls a little bit different. Everybody has a sound. New York City has a sound. Down south has a sound. Everywhere. Louisiana, they even like they all have their own sound. Master P had a sound. Puffy had a sound. Jay-Z had a sound. You know, everybody has a sound. Canada, you guys do not have a sound. Drake sounds like everybody else. Sorry to say it. He sounds like Future when he's with Future. He sounds like 2 Chainz when he's with 2 Chainz. He sounds like Wayne when he's with Wayne. He sounds like Tech when he's rapping with dudes in Texas. He sounds like everybody in Texas. Like, you guys got to come up with your own sound if y'all want to be remembered in this game, because nobody's saying, yo, Canada make the dopest music. Like, there's like, besides, who was it, Tory Lanez. I ain't gonna front. I think Tory Lanez is way more better than Drake on all levels. Singing,
I like
rapping.
Tory Lane music.
I love Tory Lanez. He's from Canada, but even his sound doesn't sound like, I don't think of Canada when I hear Tory Lanez. I'll be like, yo, he just sounds like another rapper from one of our cities. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no,
Yeah.
like, if I hear down south, like I hear a Jeezy song, I know
Mm-hmm.
the South is in the building. I hear a Lil Wayne song, I know he's like, I hear where he's from. Um, I hear these songs and I know what sound it is. Same thing with Outkast,
Mm-hmm.
Ti,
Mm-hmm.
like, you Big Crit, you know these
Mm-hmm.
sounds. New York, Jay
Yeah.
Z. If you play me a Canadian rap song, it's gonna sound like something we made. Is what I'm saying.
I see your point.
So I
I
think a
see your
lot of
point.
people, a
Because
lot of people. Go ahead.
you go- I was gonna say I can listen to a West Coast song and tell it's a West
Right.
Coast. I
You
can't
know
tell
it's a
it's Drake.
Drake. Right.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, I'm not disrespecting Canada, whatever. I'm just saying there's no sound over there. Whether they have their own kind of music scene, maybe some techno weird shit over there like European has or Europe has. Yeah, that's cool. But y'all have no rap sound. And Drake is not your rap sound. I'm sorry. He's just not. He's probably your rap savior, but he's not your sound. And OVO 40, your music is, your production is great, but your beats are boring, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, a lot of Drake's beats are boring. I think what was it? Boy Wonder is probably the only one that makes dope beats over there. But a lot of the shit's just boring, dude. There's no, and if that's your sound, if that boring Drake reverse beat is your sound, where you play the old song in reverse and then just throw some slaps on it, then fine. Canadian got a sound. It's reversing old songs and putting a fucking kick snare to it. But other than that, I don't hear a sound from Canada. I don't say, oh, that reminds me of Canada, or that reminds me of a Drake song. Just saying.
Yeah.
So, but yep, that's my final take on that, and I think we're good. Unless you got something to say
Well,
about that.
uh, I just wish it all stays hip hop. With the Kendrick concert.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I respect the back and forth between him and Drake, but like I said, I just hope it stays within the culture,
Yeah.
within the
Yeah.
art form.
Absolutely.
And for the concert, I wish everybody no peace and happiness. I hope it's a safe, fun
Hmm.
concert.
Yeah, I agree. And that's one thing I think we get a bad thing is that, once it trickles out into the streets is when it gets messy. But I don't think that's going to happen in this case because Drake is obviously not about that life. And I think a lot of people are just annoyed at him right now. So, um, yeah, man, if I had to just give him advice, I'd be like, yo, just go home, be a dad, grow up a little bit. You know what I mean? And come back and there's nothing wrong with losing, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. The best of the best lose, bro. Just go back and start over and then come back strong. Maybe come out with a real hip hop album. Maybe get some different producers. Maybe come out to New York and stay in New York for a little while. Get some vibes. Get some real like you understand. Get cultured. Come out here and eat a
Yeah,
pizza. You know what I'm saying? Stop hiding in your fucking house and thinking that hip hop has to come to you, bro. That's the problem we're having out here. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I guess we could wrap this shit up.
yeah, I'm good. Please like, comment, subscribe.
Yes,
Let us
sir.
know what you think about. I want to know what y'all think about Trump, man. Like, I'm really confused with this election,
Trump,
man.
Trump,
So
Trump,
please, in the
Trump.
comments, let us know.
Yeah, let us know what's going
So
on
yeah,
with
I'm
that.
good.
What do you think? All right. Well, this is Ninja. Pow.
And this is X Early Bird.
Your host with the mostest. And this is what's going on. Like, share, subscribe. And your boys will be back next week with some fire shit to talk about. Hopefully, some good shit happens over the weekend and we got something to talk about next week. So, we out this bitch.
Yep. Peace.
Later.